How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the LR EZA for the LR TEQ Super Saiyan Broly. This is on the cusp of the part 2 of the worldwide download celebration here, where we are entering a theme centered around the second coming Broly movie. So makes sense that this guy is EZA now, and good thing because we just got him to max lanes. We got him 90%. So let's check this guy out. He's one of the few LRs that we haven't quite pulled to rainbow status yet. So he's got key 3, attack and defense 200%. He has an additional attack defense 120% when performing a super attack. He has an additional 120% when performing an ultra super attack. He has an additional 50% attack when the target enemy is attack down or defense down status, and an additional key 3 and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when facing only one enemy. He also gets an additional key 5 and launches a guaranteed super when facing 2 or more enemy, and can transform on turn 2. And the nice thing, or turn 4. And the nice thing about that is, because a turn 4 transformation, since he started turn 1, we get 2 turns of attack stacking. So we do have Turles on this movie bosses team, so since he's here, we actually do have his support buff. We're not bringing AGL Broly for the domain buff, so we're going to get a pretty similar effect here, but with 250k start of turn defense right here, we should be able to tank, and the fact that he's supering Broly here, TEQ Broly here, is good. We don't have to worry about him. Yeah, oh geez, was that 29 million? Wow, what a turn to start. Okay. But yeah, we're not bringing AGL Broly because one thing I did notice, okay, so we didn't get the extra supers this time. So one thing I did notice about this team, it moves really fast. The characters are so powerful, right? Especially if you have all the Brolys on here. The characters just plow through these events due to the crits, due to the additionals, just due to their sheer high attack values that they have. So it makes it really hard for doing a showcase. I've run this a couple of times. Yeah, there we go. Sounds about right, not getting those extra supers, so is what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's float off the trio here. Let's go ahead and bring out this Broly. Just because, really. Alright, let's do that. Do that. Pretty sure between these guys, we should be okay getting him out. There we go. Okay, that worked. So pretty sure this Broly should help us clear through and just get this phase over with. Yep, there we go. And so we brought Frieza just along just to kind of help mitigate damage as we get through there, especially in the final phase. There we go, nice. Alright, so now we'll transform this Broly here. Alright, because obviously we don't want to keep him in that, but so looking a little bit better on the attack stat here. We've got some better support too with the Turles. So looking here, right, attack stat 18 million, looking good. 230k on the defense, which is still pretty good. Again, post super he should be okay in most cases. Alright, so he decided he didn't want to super TEQ Broly, which means he's either going to super LR Turles. Well, actually, I mean, he could still super post super here, which would be ideal. There we go, we get an additional super. Well, actually, you know, I think with the support here, and if we get more than one super with LR EZA Broly, we should be okay. Okay, there goes the super. But he can super twice, right? So it's very entirely possible that he still supers someone else on this rotation. Alright, so 30 million on the second turn. Pretty good, considering we did get that attack raise from last turn. And then when we enter the next phase, we're going to be rolling. Alright, we get the normal. 5 million on normal. That's wild. Okay, so, I mean, double normal here. That's not too bad. Right, it's enough to tank the normals, right? He is a bit squishy. I'm not going to lie. He is a bit squishy here in these phases. Until he transforms, right? He really comes into himself when he transforms, where he basically kills the enemy before the enemy can do anything, which can be a problem when doing showcases, but I mean, for here, it's fine. Alright, so let's do this number. grab this, and let's send off him. There we go, and he does Super Broly. That's kind of what I was hoping for, because I was a bit worried, but... So, if we can get multiple supers here, we actually should be able to... Oh, I don't know. Well, actually, since there's no attacks on Broly, right? This is going to cut out one of those attacks on his Turles, so that might actually be good for us. But I do really need him to get some extra supers, right? One super is not going to cut it this turn. There we go. And as soon as I say that, he does a normal. Okay, what is going on with my additional luck today? There we go. Okay, at least we get 2 supers. It's better than 1. Not ideal, but it's better than 1. Alright, so now we only have to take 2 attacks here. Alright, well, it's not the worst thing ever, right? Because his attack is raised after doing that super, so... And it's not the worst thing in the world. And Frieza should be able to still tank this turn. Alright, and now we get the transformation with LR EZA Broly, so we'll get to see what he's doing here. And we have Broly Trio support here, too, so that's actually kind of nice. Alright, so let's take a look here. So now that we're transformed, we have P4 and attack defense 220%. We have an additional attack and defense 120%. We have an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack when performing a super attack. We also give allies 6% critical hit for 2 turns, extreme specifically. And we also get an additional 166% and guard all attacks when performing a super attack and an ultra super if it's an ultra super attack. We also have an additional attack 100% when the target enemy is attacked down or defense down. We also have an additional key 4 and launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack when facing only 1 enemy, and of course a guaranteed super when facing 2 enemies. And then of course we get key 24, right? Guaranteed 24 key and attack 48% for the turn whenever we use his active skill, and we are no longer stacking. We are just raising attack and defense for the turn, greatly raising on the 18 key. So we can do one of 2 things here. We can risk putting him slot 1 so we can see the attack value, which is actually what I think I might do. Well, I mean, he's got a lot of attack, but if Broly hits the triple super, he's dead. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so let's put him in slot 1. So normally, right, you wouldn't do this, but this is a showcase, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna get the support here. We've got a pretty massive attack stat here, so let's see what this does for us. Okay, cool, he did, yeah, so you can see there, we took a lot of damage. You would not normally do that. Alright, let me be very clear, do not normally do that. Right, normally that's very bad for you, but look at that massive attack stat that came out of him. We were rewarded for doing that, and we haven't even used the active skill yet. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so coming into here, this is going to be tough. Okay, can we get a little leeway here? No, we can't. That's too much to ask for. Alright, so let's do... We're going to do a double snake here. Alright, so that's a 60% damage reduction on top of Turles' regular damage reduction. So he should actually be double digits. Okay. Alright, let's do that number. Alright. So he is going to super slot 1 on Broly for sure, due to the amount of attacks. Yeah, so there goes the first super. Fizz Turles should be fine with 2 attacks there. Actually, just 1 attack he's got to take because Broly's going to cancel this one. There we go. Alright, so the 60% combined with his innate 40%. If we actually get the additional super attacks. Oh my goodness, seriously. Okay, but it worked. Okay, we did what we need to do. And again, I'm not worried about using an item here because this is, you know, this is what we want. Alright, and there goes the super on LR Turles with, but we have the item here, so we're good. Perfect. Okay, and I'm not going to use... Alright, let's do this. Let's use his attack buff, so we get an extra 48% attack here. I feel like we want his attack, but I don't know. I'm worried it might... I don't think it will. Let's do this. Okay, so I mean, we saw his attack stat last turn without it, so if we do kill him, just know that this attack stat was going to be even higher, right? So, because, I mean, look at it here, right? So, this is kind of wild. Alright, so let's hope we don't kill and we actually get to see the attack number, because that's what I want to see. Yep, so there goes the super. Oh, jeez, that still did a lot. Of course he gets... This is the turn he decides to do an extra super. Okay, don't kill him. Please, just let us get the one attack in. There we go. Perfect. 56 million. Good God. And that's... We didn't even get an extra turn of support. What? Jeez. And then there goes the 70% for 30 more million. Oh my goodness. Why is he so strong? He's okay. Okay. What? What? Well, folks, there you have it. There is the LR TEQ Broly EZA, and my goodness, what a massive beast that dude is. Oh my goodness, I did not expect to see 56 million out of him on that active turn. I'm glad I delayed that turn the way we did in order to do that, because my goodness, that was something else. Wow, okay, so there you have it, folks. That is the showcase for the LR TEQ Broly. He is amazing. Probably one of the best LR EZAs to come out of this celebration for sure. I feel like I like Turles' support a lot, but I also love the damage that this dude is putting out. I can't wait to see what they do with the LR Broly, who's going to go next to this guy for part 2. But man, if this is what's to come, I love it, because I love having units that just put out these massive damage like that. He is something else, I can tell you that, right? That is a lot of attack, and there are very few bosses that are going to be able to survive a full combo of AGL Broly, TEQ Broly, LR TEQ Broly, and whatever this new Broly is coming through, with some Turles support sprinkled in there. There are very few enemies that are going to be able to survive that. So, I mean, kudos to them for knocking it out of the park with this EZA. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what are your thoughts on LR TEQ Broly's EZA. Here he is at 90%. This is about as closest 100% showcase as you're going to get outside of a 100% showcase, because it's basically the same. From 90% to 100%, there isn't too much difference in terms of total statage. So, very nice there. I'm happy with what I see, but I'm curious to know where you guys stand. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.